everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm so glad you're joining me. Today we are doing a themed card and we are using some items from Spellbinders and Graphic 45. They came together with a collaboration and it's all about the wonderful Wizard of Oz. How fun is this? I have two items. I have the Wonder of Oz silhouette. And then I also have the Wonder of Oz sentiments. I think they go great together. This is a BetterPress plate, so we're going to be doing some better pressing. But it does come with a coordinating die, which is nice. One press, and then you have all these greetings that go with the silhouette. I've made a silhouette card before, and it was the one with the classic Pooh. So cute. I'll link that video at the end in case you guys kind of struggle with silhouettes. But this is a border die and I just thought it was adorable. You have the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, you have Dorothy, Toto, and then you have the lion. And it's got that vintage feel, which is so cool. And it will fit an A2 panel landscape beautifully. So we're going to make a card. Pretty quick and easy card. And let's jump in and get started. It's not a 5-step card because I'm going to cover my entire background. But when I think of Wizard of Oz, I think of the yellow brick road. So with that, I'm going to bring in some yellow cardstock and a stencil. I'm using a stencil from my stash called Perfect Bricks. This one happens to be from Honeybee Stamps. I actually have quite a few brick stencils. This one was small enough that I think will look great on my panel. I'm going to bring in some yellow cardstock. The tape that I'm using is not Scotch tape. This is actually low-tack tape from Scotch. So's the little porcupine dispenser. The tape is repositionable, which is what I use to hold my dies down, but it also holds my stencils down lovely. This is my Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated Honey ink, and I'm just going to add some ink over the stencil here. Honey is kind of a brighter ink color, and you know what I did is I put my tape over my stencil here. That's not a great idea. So let me remove this. Let's rethink this. Okay. There we go. So we have some yellow ink on our yellow cardstock, tone on tone, but I'm going to add a little bit of brown to make this a more golden tone. So we have a golden yellow brick road. I'm using my Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated Mocha ink, and I'm just going to lightly go over this, and it's just going to tone down and create a golden look. There we go. And that's all there is to that. And we have a little brick pattern here. Next we're going to do some better pressing. And this is again the Wonder of Oz sentiments. And I'm going to take my plate here, bring in my BetterPress. I have plastic on here. Let me turn it this way so you can see. But I put a piece of acetate on here because this way I protect my magnetic mat. Putting plastic was easy. I just used regular tape and taped it down. Believe it or not, it really does save your plates. Okay, let's bring in the top piece. And I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back of just my heavyweight white cardstock. We'll tack it down. And you could use your BetterPress inks, but I'm just going to use my VersaFine Clear Nocturne ink. That's going to work just as well. Going to go over my greetings here. We'll put our paper on here, and then all I have to do is run this through my die cut machine and I'll be right back. Okay. And we will take a look. I love how crisp this looks. We'll put this to the side. I'll clean that up later. But since we have a coordinating die, we will cut this out. See how it lines up just beautifully, all in one shot. And then while we're die cutting, I'm also going to die cut out my Wonder of Oz silhouette. I'm going to use some gray cardstock. I don't want to go harsh black, so I'm using my Spellbinders Fog cardstock. We'll cut out the silhouette here. I'll leave a little bit of a bottom. It's not a straight line, it's kind of a curvy line. And then I'm also going to bring in my winter borders. If you guys know me, you know I love my Spellbinders winter borders. This has been around the shop for a long time. This is actually one of my top 3 favorites. Spellbinders came out with a top 3 favorite list for a lot of for some of your favorite designers, and this was one of mine, and I just love it because of the versatility of it. There's holly, there's snow, but there's crisscross stitch. There's a pattern here with double stitching. There's a pattern here with lines on it that don't cut, they just add detail. And then there's a border, a wavy border that looks like, let me show you, like this. This is what the wavy border looks like. So I mean, it's just not winter, which is nice. And then there's a small scallop border here. And then this is one of my favorites. I use this often. This is a really pretty border that we're going to die cut out with some white cardstock. It does create a cut line on the left and the right, so it'll be a strip. Okay, so I'm going to cut that out. But I do have a coupon code for you, 10% off your purchase. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave the link down below and over on my blog for that coupon code, in case you guys don't have this and want to check it out. Okay, a little bonus for you today. I'm going to do my die cutting. I'm also going to die cut out a couple circles for my greeting. I'll do that and I will be right back. My die cutting is all done, and I did die cut out a couple circles and then about 1/8 of an inch strip of some red glitter cardstock. This is going to matte this circle right on top. The glitter kind of reminded me of the ruby slippers, so we'll go ahead and adhere these two together right now. Once these are adhered, I do have an eyelet that we are going to use to create a tag out of these circles. An eyelet, you could completely skip the eyelet part, but I always like to add little extra details. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in some red twine. The twine that I'm using today is from Spellbinders, and it is the red hemp cord. Spellbinders and Lawn Fawn have great twine. Spellbinders is a little bit more stiffer than Lawn Fawn, so it holds its shape a little bit better, but they're both are great twine. I just like to thread it through like this. I'm going to tie a bow after I have it adhered to the front of my card. I'm bringing in some foam tape, and we're going to add a foam square here. And then I'm going to use There's No Place Like Home for my greeting. And I'm just going to center it. And that will be my greeting. Okay, now I want to do one more thing for my card, and then we can put it all together. Let me put these to the side. I'm bringing in a piece of white cardstock, and we're going to do a little bit of ink blending for our background. Just in case I mess up, it's always nice to have a panel. Okay, I'm going to bring in my honey ink. I'm actually going to try and use what's left over on my blending brush, and I'm just going to add a little circle with my honey ink. Just lightly in the middle. Okay, I wanted to add a little sunshine to my background. And using just the ink that was from our earlier ink blending worked perfectly. And then I'm bringing in a blue ink. This is my Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated Marine ink. And I'm going to add some ink to my blending brush, and I'm going to go around the edge. Okay, just really lightly, I'm going to go over the top here, the left and the right. I'm not worried about the bottom. The bottom will be covered. When you do this, you want to make sure that you're not adding any ink to that yellow inky area, because it will turn green, and I don't want to have any green. I just want blue and yellow. Now we're going to put everything together. So I'm going to take this panel, put it on the front of my card base. Now I'm going to take my border, which is so pretty. Isn't it a gorgeous border? I have a 1/2 inch strip of colored cardstock, and I'm just going to use my glue, and I'm going to go over. I'm going to add a little glue to my work surface, and then I'm just going to use my finger dauber here. Pick up some glue, and I'm going to daub it over my border. Micro dots will work the same, but this works just as well. Just pick up that glue, and then I can take this and layer it right over a 1/2 inch strip of cardstock. If you guys want to know the projects that I created using the Winter Borders die set, all you have to do is go to my blog. On the left side of my blog, there's a search bar. If you type in Winter Borders in that search area, all the blog posts or all the card projects that I made using the Winter Borders will pop up. So there's lots of inspiration with this die set. If you want to check that out, head on over to my blog. I'm going to take this and I'm going to adhere it to the front of my brick panel. I think I'm just going to use my tape runner for this. And then with this 1/8 inch strip, I'm going to put it right underneath that border here, just using a little bit of glue. We'll just tuck that right in there. Okay, and then I'm going to take this, I'm going to add some adhesive at the very top. Now I'm going to take my Wonder of Oz shadow. I'm going to make sure it's positioned on the front of my card base where I want it, and that's a good spot. And then I'm going to take this and I will line it up. Once this is positioned where I want it, I'm just going to trim off the excess here. Now we're going to take this and line it up at the very bottom here. And I just love the shadow that creates. Look how pretty that is. Doesn't that look so neat? Wonderful. Now I'm going to take my greeting. I'm going to use glue for this. And I'm not going to add any other bells or whistles. I kind of like the simplicity of this. And I think the glitter cardstock is enough shimmer and shine for me. But that's my card project today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.